Lane. I'm Larry Marble. It's time for a big old heaping helping of ag information. You're listening to our program courtesy of the good folks at D&D Farm and Ranch on I-10 in Seguin. That's DD, TexasOutfitters.com. Neighbor, let's take a look at our grains and oilseed movement from yesterday. Corn futures traded as much as 10 higher in the morning, only to give it all back in the afternoon, closing fractionally higher to down 1.5. Soybeans were up all day, but closed well off their highs, up 4 for the day. The 14-cent up in the corn the day before was said to be on rumors that China is currently buying Ukrainian corn. The trade believes it's only a matter of time until the communist buys U.S. corn. Weekly export sales normally released on Thursdays, delayed because of the Veterans Day holiday. Corpus Christi's Public Elevator and ADM and Cargill and the Andersons are currently unloading Milo trucks to 20% total damage. Here's the futures closes. D's corn $5.69 up half to a quarter. November beans $12.12 up 8 3/4. KC wheat December contract $8.28 up 10.5. Neighbor, there's your grains and oilseed movement. Here we go. We're on the line with Jody Fry from Producers in Cardile, San Angelo. Jody, y'all doubled up and caught up this week, didn't you?
We did. 2,020 head was the total. It really felt like fall. Got them gone in about 8 hours, though. Had some groups of bred cows and several groups of those better quality calves. Had a good, strong market. Was really pleased with it.
Good. Let's walk those pins.
Compared to last week's sale, a good offering of those better quality calves and yearlings sold firm to $2 higher. Slaughter bulls sold about steady. Slaughter cows selling those steady to $2 higher. Instances could have been a little higher than that. Had one buyer here actually on hand today. Those cows were being exported to Mexico for slaughter. A nice offering of replacement cows. They sold sharply higher. Really good, strong demand on those heavy bred cows and the cow-calf pairs we had on offer. Better quality steers, 400 to 600 pounds from 125 up to a high of 185, mostly 135 to 160. 600 to 800 pound steers from 115 up to a high of near 155, mostly 125 to 145. Better quality heifer calves, 400 to 600 pounds, 115 to a high of over $1.55, mostly 125 to 140. Slaughter cows average to high yielding from 50 to 60. Some of the highest yielding slaughter cows from 61 to 65. Thinner or lower yielding type cows, still some of those from 30 to 45. Slaughter bulls average to high yielding from 70 to 82. Just a few of those very highest yielding bulls from 83 to a high of 89. Bred cows and heavy bred 2-year-olds average to better quality from 850 to 1,050. Did have several choice sets of bred cows that ranged all the way from 1150 up to a high of 1750. Cow-calf pairs average to better quality pairs. No big numbers of those, but ones that we had from 900 to 1,200. Had a few choice sets of pairs anywhere from $1,300 to $1,600.
I understand you're expecting a good one again next week.
We should have a good cattle sale. One more cattle sale before Thanksgiving. One more sheep and goat sale before Thanksgiving. Good runs expected all next week.
Tell everybody how to contact you, Jody Fry.
Any of us there at the office at 325-653-3371. My mobile phone would be 234-7895.
Neighbor, let's take a look at meat movement from yesterday. National pork carcass cutout up $5.23 to $95.80. The hams and the loins led the composite higher with a $23.55 and a $7.50 gain respectively. Federal slaughter 1.872 million head. The lean hog complex closed 25 to 75 weaker. December hogs 75.37 down 325. Wholesale box prices in the beef mixed. Choice 38 lower at 285.14. The select 67 stronger at 267.29. Estimated cattle slaughter for the week 482,000 head through Thursday. Live cattle futures 7 to 42 cents in the red. Feeders they rallied 67 cents to 102. December fats 131.87 down 12.5. November feeders 157.32 up 67.50. Neighbor, there's your meat moves. We're on the line with Kenny Mingus, Milam County Livestock Auction, Cameron. It's Thursday evening, about 10 minutes after 7. What's it looking like?
Well, it looks like they opened the gates, Larry. Yes, sir. We're tagging on about a little over 2,100 right now. I thought that's what we were going to have. I believe we're going to have a few more than that. I think we're going to have 23,400 to 2,600 with probably 350 cows, something like that. Well, on the cows, we don't have a lot to brag about. Mostly weight cows. There is a few good young cows scattered through the palpates, a few little decent pairs scattered through it. But there's going to be a lot of weighing cows for tomorrow. On the calves, we've got several strings of cattle. Got one man that's got probably over 100 here. Another, there'll be good black, red baldies and yellows and have a little condition. And one man's going to have 90 good choice yellow calves. 30 from this man and 50 from that one. Quality's pretty good, scattered all the way through it, but lots of big shippers.
Tell us how to get a hold of you.
You bet. Catch us at the office Monday through Wednesday at 254-697-6697. You can follow us on our webpage at MilamCountyLivestockAuction.com or catch us on Facebook.
We appreciate you, Kenny. Thank you.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Have a good weekend.
You too. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Neighbor, let's take a look at cotton movement. No sales yesterday because of the Veterans Day holiday. December cotton traded lower as much as 114. December ultimately closed 14 points weaker. The rest of the complex gained as much as 40. Deese Cotton, 118.54, down 14. There's your cotton movement. We're on the line with Leroy Kruger. Leroy, how's the bull business?
Last couple of days here last day or so, been pretty good. We got in that fresh load of them big stout Charolais bulls and good Angus bulls. And we got 3 outstanding Polled Hereford bulls here that somebody wanted to raise some purebreds. Well, they are really good. 2 3-year-olds and a coming 2-year-old on the Polled Herefords, and the Charolais are coming 2s, and so are the Angus bulls. But we got a really nice set of bulls coming in that truck, and sold a few of them today. And
good.
Got the boys coming looking and talking, and we got a few older bulls out there to the other place in the pasture there turned out, and fixing to go test some of them this coming week. And got a few black semis and a few Charolais, red Angus. So we got a little variety for everybody.
Well, tell everybody how to get a hold of you.
Well, they can catch me on that mobile phone at 830-570-0660.
We appreciate it, Leroy Kruger. Thank you.
Yes, sir, Larry Marble. You have a great afternoon and a blessed day tomorrow.
You too. Have a nice weekend. Bye-bye.
I hope so. You too. Thank you.
Neighbor, I want to remind you about my friends Stephen and Terry Lehman at Lehman Pipe and Cattle. They've got used sucker rod in 5/8, 3/4, 7/8, and 1 inch, and they've got used oil fill pipe, the #1 structural, straight, no holes, splits, or heavy scale, 2 3/8, 2 7/8, 3.5, 4.5, 5.5, 6 5/8, 7 5/8, 10 3/4, and 16 24-inch diameters. Also, from time to time, they see some #2 pipe available at a reduced price. Truckload discounts and delivery also available. They also have cattle guards. They make them from 10-foot wide to 30-foot wide, depending on the customer's needs and wants, with or without wings or cross gates. Also, the heavy-duty concrete beams to set them on. Stephen and Terry Lehman, Lehman Pipe and Cattle. Email them at lehmanpipe@gmail.com or call Stephen at 979-966-3447 or Terry at 979-820-8155. That's Stephen and Terry Lehman, Lehman Pipe and Cattle. We're on the line with Carl Herman, Caldwell Livestock Commission Company. Carl, how'd the sale go?
You know, we had a good sale yesterday. Had over 1,200 head for 150 consigners and 52 buyers on the steady cow market and calf market. On the cows, we had right at 200 cows and bulls. Slaughter cows 20 to 66, slaughter bulls 60 to 88, stocker cows 500 to 1,200, and the pairs 800 to 1,275. On the steers, on the calves, on the steers, 2 to 3 weight steers 160 to 187, 3 to 4 weights brought 155 to 202, 4 to 5 weights 151 to 182, 5 to 6 weight steers 145 to 172, 6 to 7 weights 130 to 149, and the 7 to 8 weights 120 to 131. A lot of these bigger steers are sure busting 900 to $1,000. On the heifer side, 2 to 3 weights 140 to 157, 3 to 4 weights 136 to 187, 4 to 5 weight heifers brought 134 to 167, 5 to 6 weights 127 to 160, 6 to 7 weights 127 to 150, and the 7 to 8 weight heifers 108 to 128. So overall, we had a good day. Starting to see a little cleanup, Larry. It's getting kind of towards the end of the year, and went to a few places Tuesday and Wednesday that they sold the big ones, the middle ones, and the small ones too. You know, it looked like the cleanup's on. We've still got green grass and quite a bit of it, and there's a lot of people that are kind of tending to hold their cattle just a little bit longer because we hadn't had a frost yet, and they still got some grass. That's okay, but I wouldn't go too far with it. I'd go ahead and try to, while the prices are good, try to get them marketed and save those cows while they still got some green grass to graze and go into the winter in good shape.
Well, next week's the last chance before Thanksgiving that they can sell cattle, right?
We've got a sale next week, and then we're off next week for Thanksgiving, and then we've got 3 sales in December.
Tell everybody how to contact you.
Okay, my number is 979-820-5349. Call the barn 567-4119. If you're in the Giddings and surrounding area, call Max Ebner at 540-8676.
Carl, we appreciate you. Appreciate the conversation. Yeah. We'll talk to you next week.
Enjoyed it, Larry. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Remember, neighbors, MG Building Materials has 5 locations. MG in San Antonio is at 2651 Southwest Military Drive. MG in Corpus, they're on Padre Island Drive, 7436 Padre Island Drive. MG Building Materials, Uvalde, 2301 East Main. The store in beautiful downtown Kerrville on Memorial Drive, 2202 is the street number. And MG Building Materials in Pleasanton, 1734 West Oak Lawn. Now, I know you can't remember them all, so go to mgbuildingmaterials.com for details. We are on the line with Josh Tookey, Karnes City Auction Company. Josh, how did the sale go last week?
Larry, that market, they put another dime on it, so it was real good. We had some wet pastures, and still everything's looking good for November.
Let's walk those pens.
We had right at 300 cattle. The market was stronger on the calves. Packers were steady, and the bulls were very strong. Steers 2 to 3 weight, 155 to 175. 3 to 4s, 155 to 185. 4 to 5s, 150 to 170. 5 to 6s, 145 to 160. 6 to 7s, 135 to 150. Heifer mates, 2 to 3, 130 to 160. 3 to 4s, 140 to 155. 4 to 5 weight gals, $1 $1.30 to $1.42. 5 to 6s, $1.20 to $1.40. 6 to 7s, $1.17 to $1.35. Older bull yearlings, $1.15 to $1.28. Big heifer yearlings, $88 to $1. Bred cows, $8.50 to $1,050. Packer cows, number 1 yield, 61 to 73. Number 2 yield, 38 to 48. Bulls, 85 to 87. We had a big sheep and goat run, 240 head. Kid goats, 25 to 50 pounds, a little higher, 130 to 175. 50 to 100, 175 to 275. Stocker nannies, 200 to 275. Billies, 175 to 330. Sheep and lambs, 140 to 210. And we had some big shooter rams, bring 700 to 1,300 by the head. They kind of hit a lick there with the start of hunting season being last weekend.
What do you got under the barn for this week's sale?
We've got 2 big sets of yearlings, some good Charolais cross calves, a little over 100 of those. We have 2 big pins of black. We got about 220 head coming into the sale Saturday morning, coming into Friday, with lots of trailers booked tomorrow. And I think we'll have a more than average run for November. It'll probably be somewhere around 600 to 800 head.
And this will be the last sale before Thanksgiving?
Sure, we got one more next week, and we'll be closed that week of Thanksgiving, so we have 5 sales left in the year.
Tell everybody how to get a hold of you.
You can use any of our services. Call us here at the barn, 830-780-3382, or on the cell phone, 830-623-2855.
And the motto down there?
Long live Cowboys, Larry.
Askew Fisher Ranches in Sonora, Texas will again be offering quality registered polled Hereford and Angus herd sire bulls for sale this coming January. Gain tested, fertility tested, EPDs, and ready to meet all your low birth weight calving needs. Call today to get their list for January private treaty sales. 325-387-3242 or 325-206-2170 for Linda and 202-468-5262 for Tammy. That's Askew Fisher Ranches. Gain tested, fertility tested, EPD bulls on sale for their list for January private treaty. 202-468-5262. We are on the line with Rodney Butler. Rodney, you said they're bringing them to town.
Yes, sir. We got 6 1/4 under the barn tonight with probably about 80 to 90 cows. We got mostly big cattle tomorrow. I mean, there's some small cattle mixed in there, but we got a good set of brindle steers up there. They're probably weighing around at 4.5. Then we got a lot of yearlings, some good Charolais cross calves. So we're going to have a good sale tomorrow. We got some good cattle to sell tomorrow, sir.
Good deal at Beeville Livestock. Rodney Butler, tell everybody what time you start and how to get a hold of you.
Yeah, we start at 11 o'clock with our Packer cows, and then we roll into our calves. So y'all can call me if you need to at 361-358-1727. Or y'all can call me on my mobile, 645-5002, if I can help you anyway.
We appreciate it, and we'll talk to you Sunday evening. Thank you.
Sounds good. Thank you, sir.
We are on the line with Klein Spear from Southwest Livestock Exchange Uvalde. Klein, how did this sale go?
We had a good run today, Larry. We had 1,200 head. Those Packer cows and bulls I thought were pretty steady. They wanted to be $1 or $2 cheaper, but they sure held their ground today. The calves and yearlings today, those lightweight calves, I thought were anywhere from $5 to $7 better. And we had some good weaned and work calves. They'd probably bring a $10 premium today. It was a lot of guys looking for some cattle. The number 1 choice steer, $1.25 to $1.55. Lightweights, $1.60 to $1.85. Number 1 choice heifers, $95 to $1.35, and the lightweights, $1.40 to $1.60. Crossbred steers, $1.25 to $1.50, and the lightweights were $1.45 to $1.70. Crossbred heifers, $95 to $1.25, and those lightweights, $1.20 to $1.45. Good stocker cows, $75 to $1. Packer bulls, $84 to $90 today. Breaker cows were $63 to $70. Cutters and canners were $45 to $58, and the Shelly cows are $20 to $35. Good cow calf pairs, 11 to 1,200. Cleaner pairs were $750 to $950, and the bred cows were $700 to $1,000. So overall, a good market and a good time to be selling right now.
Tell everybody how to get a hold of you for next week. Sheep and goats on Tuesday, cattle on Thursday.
Call us at the office, 830-278-5621, or my cell phone, 830-591-3241.
Neighbor, this portion of Down on the Farm is brought to you by PMI, the Robstown location, 361-767-7473, pipemovers.com, pipe, steel, and fencing, the Robstown location. Neighbor, let's take a look at the grains, courtesy of John Tuggle, Tuggle & Company, Corpus 800-288-4453, Milo through Corpus in November, Dees plus 85, 1169, Houston Dees plus 105, 1204, Progresso 1110, Yellow corn through Corpus in November, Dees plus 95, 664.5. Houston Dees plus 75, 644.5. Progresso 1240. Hard red winter wheat to Houston in November, Dees plus 70, 898 even money. And number 1 beans to Houston in November, January even money, 1221.5. Neighbor, no movement of Texas cotton because of Veterans Day. Our last quote was 18,721 bales the day before. Its average was 115.18. Neighbor, we are not your average farm and ranch news show. We're the best darn farm show in 100,000 square miles of the great state of Texas, and we try every day to prove it to you. You're our neighbor. Go out and make it a grand Friday and a wonderful weekend.